Are you getting the most for your money by shopping at Walmart? Could you save more money by going to Costco or Winco or maybe Aldi or Trader Joe's? Well, yesterday I did a lot of comparison shopping, and I think you might be surprised by what I found out. So let's talk about who had the best grocery prices. Hey everybody, I hope you all are doing really well. It's a beautiful Thursday morning. I'm really exhausted. I spent a lot of time yesterday running around and doing some comparison shopping for my father-in-law. But I thought maybe it would be worthwhile to share with you guys what I found. I live in a mountain community in central-ish, lower California, lower central-ish. And it takes about 45 minutes to 1 hour to get to the flatland where I live. And that's where all the Costco's are and the Trader Joe's and the Wincos. So where I live, we have like Walmart and we have Albertsons and a few other rinky-dink stores. But not a whole lot to choose from if I'm trying to really nitpick and save money. So it's got to be really worth my while to drive down the hill and shop. So yesterday I didn't really need to go down there, but I did. I went down there. I did find a couple of deals, which I thought were awesome, but I ran around town at a few different stores, and basically I hit Winco, Walmart, Costco, Trader Joe's, and Aldi. And I checked on prices of specific things, not everything that would be on your list, but some, top priority things like eggs and butter and milk and bread. And I had some surprising results. So I'm going to share them with you. The first one was canned vegetables. So Aldi's canned vegetables kind of varied. And if you've been there, then you understand they have some sales. So sometimes you'll find stuff for 60 cents a can or 40 cents a can, depending on if they're having a sale, and then other times not so much. So I learned that per can at Aldi's it was starting from 63 cents a can to $1.25 a can. And I did buy 12 cans of peas for 63 cents a can because I make my own dog food, and oftentimes I'll use peas for their dog food. Walmart, they're 70 cents a can, pretty much across the board. Winco was 70 cents a can, 67 cents a can for some of those vegetables. I don't know what the difference was, but some of them, were 67 cents a can, and that's all Winco brand. Costco sells them by the 8-pack. So you have to buy an 8-pack full. And, of course, it's in the fancy box and seems convenient. But when I did the math, it was 91 cents a can. Trader Joe's has a limited selection. They've got great products. I had to get in and out of there quick because I can do some damage on our bank account at Trader Joe's. I love their products. And they have a lot of really convenient stuff there. But it's not necessity. It's all just unique products like the pie crusts and the cookies and the breads. Oh my gosh. I really wanted to spend a lot of money there yesterday, but I had to get out. I did buy a box of snickerdoodles. They're really good. I ate half the box. Trader Joe's, so it was $1 a can there, and they had a limited selection. So that's the canned veg. I would say Winco was the clear winner of the vegetables. They had a lot to choose from. The lowest price was starting at 67 cents a can, and then you could pick other ones that were higher quality cans, like S&W or whatever, those different brands, and pay more if you want, but why? Okay, chicken pieces. chicken pieces, that would be, you know, legs and thighs. I didn't get into whole chickens. I just wanted to look at chicken pieces because, like I said, I was looking for my father-in-law, and this was something he asked me to look at. So I specifically looked at that. And I thought, well, why not? Because you could save the bones, you could make stock, you could do all kinds of things with this kind of meat, and it's cheap meat. It goes a long way when you have a family, especially. So $1.39 a pound at Aldi. And I noticed that Aldi did not have a huge selection. It was just what it was. So if you were going to Aldi to get a few things and you found that sale on chicken, I would pick it up for $1.39. That's, you know, it wouldn't hurt anything. 99 cents a pound at Costco. And I know everyone's thinking, wow, that's really cheap. But you know what? I did the math. I looked it up. And that's not a lot of meat. They're not giving you a lot of meat. They're not. And the way they package it now, it appears as though you're getting a bulk quantity of meat, but you're really not. And they've downed it. So those individual packs that are all attached, and you have like 6 that are attached to each other, there's like 3 thighs each now in there. A lot of fat, because I bought them and I end up cutting out all the fat and throwing that crap away or using it for something else. But that's a lot of waste. You're paying for that. You're paying for trash, basically. $1.67 a pound at Walmart, which I didn't think was too bad, but check it out. Winco. Winco had chicken pieces at $1.28 a pound, and that was for a 4-pound flat of legs. And then they had a 4-pound flat of thighs for $1.58, and man, they were packed in there. And I know you're still going to have the problem with the fat. I don't know what to say about that. They're really putting those extra big diapers in the packages now that soak up all the juices and plumping these meats up with water. I don't know what to say. We have to just try to find the best deal for our money, because this is the products they're giving us. So it kind of stinks. If you could find a different way to get your meat, wow, go for it. Butter is really bad expensive right now. It's really awful. I hope that as the holidays approach, there'll be some sales, because I am going to clean house on sales. I'll tell you that. Aldi, $3.99 a pound. Trader Joe's, $3.99 a pound. $4.47 a pound at Walmart. So you think you're getting less at Walmart. You're paying less, but you're paying, that was the most, was $4.47 a pound for butter at Walmart. Costco was $3.63 a pound, but you've got to buy 4 pounds at a time. Winco, to me, was the clear winner at $3.68 a pound. It's 5 cents more than Costco, but I don't pay a membership to go to Winco. Bread, $1.39 for a basic loaf. I think it was Bimbo bread for $1.39 a loaf. $4.99 at Costco, rather, for Bimbo bread. $4.99, you're getting 2 loaves. Of course, it's bulk buying. So $2.50 a loaf. Great value at Walmart was $1.48 a loaf. $3.34 for a loaf of Bimbo bread at Walmart. So the clear winner was Winco. Again, $1.28 a loaf for Bimbo bread. And I know it's really, really cheap bread, but we like it. Milk, Aldi, $3.49 a gallon. Trader Joe's, $3.99 a gallon. Winco, $3.49 a gallon. Costco, you have to buy 2, $3.56 a gallon each. But like I said, you got to buy 2. Walmart, $4.06 a gallon. So Walmart is not your cheapest alternative. It's not your cheapest option. If that's all you can do and that's the only place you can go, I mean, they're cheaper than Albertsons, but that's terrible. Winco won that one again at $3.49 a gallon. Ground beef, Okay, so this was all over the place. I was, my father-in-law talked about buying the ground beef by the tube, which I think is awful food because you can't see what you're buying. But at Walmart, you can find a 1-pound tube for $7.97 a tube. Winco had big flats of ground beef at $5.68 a pound, and that was 80/20. And I thought I would price check that because the 80/20 mix just looked the best. The rest didn't look very good, and it was less than $5.68 a pound, but it just looked a little janky to me, and I didn't want to buy that because when you consider cooking it and all that runoff, all that nastiness, and then what do you have left? What do you got left? $5.99 a pound at Walmart. $4.59 a pound at Costco. You're getting a large quantity, so that was pretty great. I thought that was awesome. We go to Costco every maybe 4 or 5 months, and we do our stocking up on our meats at that time because of things like this. But we buy a lot, so that makes sense. But Trader Joe's, you get a small quantity of ground beef, $4.99 a pound. Basically, that's what you're going to get is a little pound. The cheapest, though, was Aldi at $2.25 a pound. And they didn't have a lot to choose from. What you get is what you get. I don't even think it was 80/20. I want to say it was like a 70/30 or 72/18, something like. Well, you know, I'm distracted. My dog and cat are going to have a fight again. So anyway, it didn't look like it was a high quality meat at Aldi, but that's what you're getting there. If that's what you can get it. Chili. My father-in-law likes Denison's, so I checked that, but I did see some other options. So Aldi didn't have Denison's this time. Winco did at $1.58 a can. Costco, you have to buy it in an 8-pack at $1.49 a can. And I know that's a bit of, some change difference, 9 cents difference. But again, you're not paying a membership to go to Winco. Walmart had Denison's at $2.10 a can, you guys. So Hormel, they also have Hormel at Winco at $1.98 a can, and they had Neely at $1.88 a can. And in all fairness, Walmart has a great value chili at $2 a can, but the clear winner to me is Winco at $1.58 a can. Even though Costco was 9 cents less a can, I still think it is better to do it the Winco way because you don't pay a membership to go to Winco. The only reason this would make sense to go to Costco to me is if the 3 or 4 times a year that you go, you buy several cases of the Costco chili. That's the only way it would actually work to me. That's it. But I'm trying to make my own. I like to keep the cans in my pantry for backup. I think having chili in the can for backup is a good idea. Very good idea. But I try to tend to use those as little as possible and just make chili myself, because that way that stays in the pantry in case we need it in an emergency later. Okay, eggs, $2.98 at Aldi, $2.98 at Winco, $2.99 at Trader Joe's, $3.97 at Walmart. So Winco has a 5 dozen box of eggs for $16.78, and Costco also has the 5 dozen eggs per box at just $11. Just $11. I that's $2.20 a dozen. That's excellent. I can't knock that. That's a really good price. Is it worth it to me to drive all the way down there? Almost an hour's drive. I think I would have to pace it with another trip, try to time it with something else I was doing down there, maybe a doctor appointment or visiting family, and I would have to buy a few boxes and preserve some of them to make them last. That's how I would find that to be useful. Walmart does have the 5 dozen egg box, but it's $19.25. What is up with freaking Walmart? All right, let's see what's left. Pinot beans. Walmart has them for 94 cents a can, and that's the Great Value brand. They have Bush's for $1.42 and Sun Vista for $1.72, which is crazy. Winco has the 78-cent a can. It's the Winco brand, 78 cents. I think that's pretty great. I think it was S&W that was 98 cents a can at Winco, which I don't think that's all that bad. Costco is 93 cents a can for the 8-pack. So you're really not saving any real money there. Trader Joe's had them starting in a variety of different kinds of brands of Pinot beans. It's starting at 89 cents to $1.09. And I would never recommend going to Trader Joe's and trying to grab 8 or 9 cans of everything at once, because the people, I'm sorry, I love Trader Joe's, but I don't think they're gonna look upon that very lightly if you're trying to do your stock pile at Trader Joe's. I don't know. So that's it. To me, Winco is hands down the best route to take to save money, especially buying in bulk. They do have an area in the back of the store next to a sushi place, which I think is kind of far out. It's like, want some sushi? They're making sushi back there. It's crazy. But well, okay, whatever, brings in the money. But next to that, in the very back of the store, they have bulk items, and you could find bulk bags of Pinot beans and all kinds of black beans and red kidney beans and lentils and flour and wonderful things. I mean, wonderful. No one's going to frown upon you if you go into Winco and you're loading up your cart. You know, they're not going to think twice about that. The current membership at Costco is $60 a year. And I've heard and I've read that they're going to raise it to $65 per year. So you have to calculate that into your grocery shopping and see if it's worth it. You might save, what was it, the eggs? Yeah, it was the eggs that was the big difference, because the 5 dozen at Winco was $16.78. The 5 dozen at Costco was $11. So you're saving $5.78 by buying them at Costco. $5. But 5 dozen eggs is a lot of eggs. 5 dozen eggs is a lot. You'd have to make several trips for that to be worth it when you consider the membership. To me, it's just, I don't know. I think personally, the best option would be to go to Winco. If you have a Winco, check it out. On the West Coast, there's lots of them. So if you've got anything remotely close to it in prices, do your own comparison. But if you've got a Winco or something like that with the prices, go there. Just go there. And reserve, if you have to keep your Costco membership, reserve it for the big trips. 2, 3 times a year. Keep it for that. And then if you see the eggs on sale like that, get yourself a few boxes and preserve them if you have to. If you have a big family, they're going to go quick. But I would get home and I would start freezing them. I would start doing something, dehydrating them, because you don't want to keep going back in there. I mean, let's face it, if you go into Costco and you're hungry, you're in trouble. If you go into Costco and you're just wandering up and down the aisles, you're in trouble, because they've got that entire store set up to entice you. The whole thing. I found 6 huge cupcakes in the pack for $7 yesterday. I wanted them so bad, and I just boogied right past them, because me and cake, oh yeah, we're like this. I love cake, love baked goods. But they put that by the meat for a reason, you guys. And it's right in between the booze and the meat. Not fair. Not fair at all. You got to go past the good stuff to get to meat. More what's fun is that? You're going to just go buy meat. Yeah, but you've got to really watch yourself, because once you go in, you're enticed to buy more things, and that's money down the drain. Let's face it. It is. So anyhow, I hope this video finds you guys well. It was a lot of fun tooling around and getting some price comparisons. I was really surprised with where Walmart stood. Really surprised. Make some good decisions with your money. I hope this helped you out a bit and maybe motivated you to check out all of your stores and see what you can find, and find out if you could save some money in some areas of your shopping. Till next time, we'll see you guys again soon. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and definitely leave comments. Let me know. Tell me what you're finding and what you're seeing in your stores. We'll talk again soon.